and it's still popping. You understand me? Shit don't stop till the casket drop, man. Look, at the end of the day, man, it's a great reputation over all riches. You know what I'm saying? It's you have to choose, to have a good reputation over all riches. And the teachers that I'm gonna teach today is like this. It's like you know damn well that we all gonna have kids one day if you choose to have kids, right? You choose to have kids, you're gonna want to teach that kid all what you know. You know what I'm saying? And most of us, man, you got to be with a woman to have the child, the regular way, the fruitful way. You understand me? But if you decide to raise this child, right, with your teachings and the mother's teachings, both of y'all are going to be giving that child, multiple fruits, lemons and apples. You know what I'm saying me? And when you teaching that child and you giving them the lemon, how to grow a lemon tree and how to grow an apple tree, they're both two different trees that have to be grown. You know what I'm saying me? And you tend to have to nurture one more than the other. So let's say this, as you see in the picture, right? You see in the picture before you come up on here on my thumbnail, you got a young girl hitting switches, hitting her daddy's switches. She hitting her daddy's switches. As she hitting her daddy's switches at a young age is because her daddy taught her at a young age that, look, this is what I do. And she probably said, Daddy, well, I want to learn how. And because why? The daddy had the daughter right there with him every second. She probably was watching him build this low rider up. Going broke on his low rider, going to work and get some more money to fix this low rider. And then she said, well, Daddy, this low rider look good, Daddy, And he said, well, you want to learn how to switch? Yeah, I want to learn. Shit, my mama ain't doing nothing. I want to learn. So he tends to let his daughter hit switches and teach her how to hit the switches better than some men do. Because, it's hard to, it's hard. It's not easy just hitting switches and bouncing up in the air like that. It's hard to do that. I done seen some of my grown homies go through that same situation on hitting switches and they ain't get off the ground. They just getting the hood up and down, but the wheels, they can't catch it and get it up off the ground. And they done spent all this money, to low ride, but they can't low ride. And it's because of the teachings that's going on. A lot of teaching, we teaching our kids on how to learn from us. Whatever we tend to do, our kids is going to tend to do. Y'all like, subscribe, and share. And so when you got kids out here, on that mission of, hey, look, man, Papa, Daddy, Mama, I want to learn what you do. The kid is going to learn more on who teaches them. The kid is going to learn more on who actually, is giving them some organic guidance. The ups and downs, the wrongs and rights. She probably saw her daddy, man, make so many mistakes hitting switches. Then he finally learned and she said, teach me. So let's say this. When you got your own child, right? And you got your baby mama and you got you. And the baby mama don't want to teach the child nothing. She going to want to learn something from the father. Now, let's say if y'all break up. When y'all decide to break up, you're going to see a dramatic change in that kid's life on whoever the child is with most. So if he or she is at the house with the mama all day and she watching All My Children, watching gossiping and drama, the kid is going to receive more drama and then come at you with the drama. And you like, well, hold on, son, hold on, daughter. And you like, and they looking at you like, what you mean? You've been gone for 6 months. I've been learning this from my mama. My mama been teaching me this. Now your son gonna have the mama ways, right? Then you gonna have the son trying to give him some ways, and he looking at you like, nigga, I don't do push-ups no more. You like, what? And if he kept on doing push-ups before you left, now he listening to his mama saying, well, this is how you should treat this. This is how you should do this. This is how you do this. And they start rubbing off. The kids start rubbing off on whoever parent they are with the most. You know what I'm saying, me? You know how them trees got two of the branches that keep the tree up, the two sticks on the side to keep the tree straight up? When one tree fall off, it's gonna lean, that tree is gonna lean on that one stick. And so if you leave your child with somebody, you know what I'm saying, me, by themselves, they're going to lean more on the person side that they with. That meaning from the character, making big decisions, learning how to trust people, how to know someone, if they good or bad, right? You know what I'm saying? And how to live with other people. They gonna, if they mama ain't cleaning or their daddy ain't cleaning, she or he ain't gonna be cleaning. And they gonna be just as dirty as their mama and daddy. But if she see her daddy or she see her mama waking up every day cleaning, she gonna say, well, shit, I got to do the same thing. Because that's how we are raised. You know what I'm saying, me? So if you're, like I say, if the mama falling in love with, you know, some bullshit people out there, then what you think the daughter or the mama, the father, the son gonna do? They gonna fall in love with bullshit people. And so everything boils down to teaching your kids about family, friends, and finances. That's what I call the 3 F's. If you ain't teaching them 3 F's, really ain't nothing else to life. Because you gotta have to have your finances. You're gonna want family around you, because when you have them finances, you wanna, hey, I got my t-shirt, London Sky, I got my money making mindset. You know what I'm saying, me? You know, you wanna promote this to your family first. And then you wanna hang out with your friends on doing some hobbies that y'all known to like together. You get what I'm saying? So when you got a child, you gotta really push that forward to that child and let them know, like, look, this is me. I'm teaching you what I know. I know how to low ride. If you want to learn how to low ride, okay, all right, back up, back up, back up. Now you can choose to do something else if you want, but this is what I do. You know what I'm saying, me? So imagine that little girl, like, man, I've been around my daddy and I'm hitting switches with my daddy. Back up, back up, back up. She might own her own low riding company one day and put it in her daddy's name. Why? Because her daddy taught her a lot. So when you with your kids out there and y'all doing y'all thing, y'all really got to understand that your kids are learning from you, and they have to trust you to express your boundaries in life on what the do's and don'ts. Because it's all do's and don'ts in this life, man. You don't want your daughter running around chasing some dude, and then she run out of money, and then she asks the dude, can you give me $30, $40 because my daddy ain't got it? And he like, well, shit, you know, you're going to give some of that ass. And she like, what? And all she know is showing off, looking good. And what a real daddy would show a person is this. Just because you don't look good today won't mean you won't look good tomorrow. You don't have to accept a little bit of crumbs for a person to take your soul. That you going to be, look, them accept a little bit of crumbs for a person taking your soul for a lifetime of memory that you damn well didn't want to give that man. Just imagine all these people going into these puffy freakniks, you know, that's what I'm gonna call it, the puffy freaknik, and you actually go in there with no morals or no boundaries. And Puffy say, well, here go 10,000, go and get in my big white bed in the backyard and lay down there with your ass cocked up like this. And you like, 10,000? And yeah, 10,000, and if you can rap, I'm gonna give you a little small time little deal, and I'm gonna sign you to Bad Boy. What? Everything I'm about to do is gonna change your life. But not knowing it, yeah, it's gonna change your life. It's gonna change your life about what the hell you remember in life. I did something for a little bit of nothing, and now my soul is tainted, you know? So everything people do, you know, you have to raise your kid into not having no jail mindset. A jail mindset of only knowing how to open and close the door. No, you gotta learn. You gotta teach your kids how to unlock that door. Unlock their door to their own talents, so they know they ain't got to be dependent on nobody. You know what I'm saying, me? Because a lot of people out there is telling their kids some bullshit. And then they come out to the world, and then they come out black eye, and they come back with G-strings up their ass. They come back disrespecting you in your own house because they think their friends was doing that to their own. They're doing that to the people outside and doing that to the people, to their mama and daddy, but they don't know the issues that they friends got in their own house. See, when you teach your kids, you know, situations that would ruin your reputation, you teaching them this. Hey, man, you know, a long time ago, you know, my friend, we did this and this and that. He ended up telling. Well, where your friend at now, Daddy? Oh, he ain't no good. He moved way to Alaska. Why he moved to Alaska? Because he ain't no good. He let one situation He let one situation ruin his reputation. What you mean about reputation? Well, reputations are what people think of you. You know, some of the things you've done, you know. But you got to have morals to know who you are. And that's your character, right? So when you have a character, you don't really care about reputation because you know your character is intact. And this is who you are and this is who you want to be. But if you start thinking about reputation, reputation is always going to be on something you've done, right? And you may have made a mistake that day. And people think of you one certain way. So you gotta be mindful of how you teaching your kids. You know, I enjoyed to see that video, man, when a grown man got his daughter hitting switches. Back up, back up, back up. She hitting switches better than grown man. Know why? Because he kept her right on the side. He gave her love and he gave her guidance to where he trusts her in $100,000 car. Them low riders ain't cheap, especially them 6.4s. Them things ain't cheap at all. But he got his daughter in there hitting switches because why? He didn't install the life boundaries in her. He didn't taught her how to hit the switch. He didn't taught her things in life that makes him trust her. You understand that? Y'all really got to understand. When somebody is actually teaching you some game, you got to sit here and listen sometimes. Because some of y'all don't know shit. Some of y'all don't know shit. Y'all just run around like a leaf. You're a leaf that fall off the tree. You know what a leaf does when he fall off the tree? He blows wherever the wind blows. Goes anywhere. But has no direction. Has no direction. You ain't nothing but a dead leaf off a tree. Some of y'all ain't nothing but dead leaves off the tree mind thinking. Your mind don't even think, oh, well, shit, that's what they doing. I'm going to go over here. But that's what they doing. I'm going to go over here. Oh, shit, I ain't got no direction in myself. That little girl got direction. That little girl got direction. And some of y'all need to get direction in your life and stop being leaf-minded. And I'm going to say what leaf-minded it is again. You ever saw a leaf fall down, a dead leaf fall down? That dead leaf falls down and goes wherever the wind blows. And you don't want your child going wherever the wind blows. You know, I heard a speaker say the other day, man, I'm helping everybody else, but I can't help my own child. Because he don't want to stop doing drugs. That was hurtful. That was hurtful. Because I was like, damn, that's crazy. How, you know, how's you speaking to all these other people, but you can't help your own child? You know why? Because he may have lost some time with his child. He may have went to jail at one point in time, and his child like, man, and his child listening to somebody else that he shouldn't be listening to. And now he can help everybody else, but he can't help his own child because his child thinks he has done one thing wrong in the background of his life. And now he like, I ain't listening to you, shit. You fucked up and shot a person way back in the day, and I lost 7 years of my life, which turned me into drugs. And now he really don't want to listen to his own father. So us as parents, we got to tread wisely with what we do. You understand me? You got to. Because just you gotta really start figuring out, like, if you're not teaching your kids on how to express their boundaries, if you're not teaching them how to hold themselves down, you know, and go get their own money, they're gonna be depending on everybody that's funny. Depending on everybody that's funny. So I come in here, man, to say don't rush. Don't rush. Take time with your kids. Make sure you tell your kids the stories that you didn't learn back in the days that made you who you are. The mistakes, the problems that you had with other relationships. Because remember this, if you get into the wrong relationship and you break up and you got a child with one and y'all got a child, that child is going to be with one parent more than he is with the other. And wherever parent got more time with the child is going to receive more of that upbringing. And one day you're going to be riding with your car, I'm riding your car with your son, your daughter, and she say the most horrific stuff, and you like, damn, that sound like your baby, that sound like my baby mama talking that shit. And you be like, oh, now I know why. Because your son or your daughter got warped-minded by somebody that's ignorant. Somebody that's ignorant. So you got to learn how to erase the ignorant mindset, you know, focus on the good things like family, friends, and finances. Family, friends, and finances is going to get you to the level that you need to get to because you're not worried about everybody else. You know, and that's the problem. We got to start leaving and erasing even people that we thought was good for us. Oh, he ain't did nothing to me. Yeah, he have. You just don't know it. Yes, she have. You just don't know it. You don't know every goddamn thing in here. You're not a dictionary. But some of the friends that you so-called think you like may have done something to you and you don't even know it. But you still friends with that person. And you wonder why, you know, certain things ain't going right in your life because God has told you many times to erase and back. But you still continue to try to hold on. When God said, let go. You got to let go some of these friends that's holding you down. That's holding you from relationships of building with your own kids. You understand me? So remember, teach your kids character. Teach them how to make big decisions because they got to make it whether they like it or not. It's a yes or a no. Make the decision. Yes. Well, what if it don't matter. Everything ain't meant to be a yes and everything ain't meant to be a no. But you got to decide because your life depends on it. Now, if you lose, oh well. Keep on moving. If you win, congratulations. But you're going to have to make a decision. Well, what else, Daddy? Trust. You're going to have to learn how to trust some people and not trust some people. For real? Yes. Even though you want to trust a person, you're going to have to learn how to trust some person and how to not trust a person. Right? And then living with yourself, knowing who you are. You got to have to accept that. Accept who you are and keep it moving whether they like you or not. You know what I'm saying, me? And then you're going to have to learn how to get some love out of life. Love is the best ingredients in life. When you find someone to love and someone to love you, woo-wee, that ain't nothing but a blessing from the man above. You know what I'm saying, me? And remember, get your friends and your family and your finances. You know what I'm saying? Get that all straightened out before you step outside the house. Hey, I'm Mr. Understand Me, man. Back at you with the Organic Goddess, OG Cafe. I'm just coming here to spit this game because some things in life need to be said. Deuces.